Legends going at legends. That's what makes basketball feel bigger than a game. You get the bravado, the physicality, the moments where even the greats look human. And today, we're looking at the NBA legends who made history with their moves. Take the early Lakers stuff. Kobe was barely old enough to blink before he locked eyes with Shaq and said, "Remember me." He scores, turns, and glares like he's staking claim. Classic Kobe, all edge, no apologies.
Boston. Oh, Bryant puts it.
Then you have Kobe in a different light. The guy who dribbled through Kawhi's defense with the game on the line and calmly banked the jumper that forced overtime. That was the kind of clutch that carved his legend. But legends also get embarrassed. Kyrie cooked Steph with a move Curry said he'd never seen. And trust me, that's rare. You don't do that to a shooter of Steph's caliber unless you're sublime. Chris Paul got caught on the floor by Paul George. And that's a little disrespect to the point guard elite. Paul George nails the triple, and the silent message is clear. You don't get to treat legends like practice cones. Blake Griffin, though, he took it to another level. Posterizing Paul Gasol? That's personal. Griffin's putback and dunk on Gasol was nasty enough to leave the crowd in a collective, "Did that just happen?" gasp.
Griffin, oh, wow! Incredible rebound putback.
And KD Kevin Durant once roasted Gary Payton verbally and on the scoreboard. Payton talked smack until Durant put him on the highlight reel. That's the thing with these matchups. Sometimes the trash talk starts the fight, but the bucket finishes it.
If you up here, I'm at the ceiling.
I'm on the roof.
The 2021 All-Star had a weird duel. Steph and Damian Lillard chucking threes from half court like they were doing warm-ups. It was surreal. Two elite shooters turning the sandbox into a shooting gallery when one of them launched from near midcourt and it swished. Everyone in the arena had to ask whether they'd stumbled into a carnival booth.
Here's Steph Curry from near midcourt in the half.
Now, legends can look like they're auditioning for WWE when they get heated. Dennis Rodman and Karl Malone did not come to be polite. They wrestled for position, shoved, clawed, and scratched. Old school physicality that almost demanded a flagrant. Rodman ripping the ball away and then throwing his weight around? That's the sort of nastiness that fuels headlines and raises blood pressure.
The clock sounds. Rodman battling like crazy, but can't quite hold on to it.
Kyrie was in a lane of his own on a few possessions, breaking ankles, finishing in impossible ways. He had Paul George and James Harden on skates, and some defenders left wondering whether gravity changed.
Irving inside the layup. Oh, Mavericks take the lead.
Harden's handles, though, don't forget them. He toyed with Kyrie on one possession before finishing an alley-oop to Capella like it was dinner and dessert in one trip.
Oh, that's a nice crossover and finishes it with a perfect alley-oop to Capella.
We can't skip the old school. Go back to 1986. Michael Jordan matched with Larry Bird. That's an instant classic. Jordan's footwork, his fakes, the way he baited Bird, those are the plays that built an era. Jordan's craft was a how-to manual for future guards, and Bird's responses were proof of a different species of IQ.
Jordan trying to fake Bird, can't do it.
Kawhi Leonard, he had a night where he erased Harden on both ends, calling the game with a jumper and then sealing it with a defense sequence that read like a clinic. Leonard's calm away from the ball and his late shot aggression are exactly why teams fear him when the clock winds down. Small guards dunking on big men is the stuff of legend too. In 2006, Chris Paul threw down on Dwight Howard. A tiny point guard bodied a 6-foot 10-inch rim protector and somehow made the rim look small. The announcers couldn't hide their surprise. Those moments are why you never stop watching. The improbable still happens.
Above the rim and the foul.
Dennis Rodman and Charles Barkley had a relationship built on provocation. Rodman's antics pushed Barkley's buttons until Chuck was throwing elbows like he was playing middle school brawl ball. When Rodman got under someone's skin, the result could be chaotic and raw.
Here comes Scottie Pippen. Rodman and Barkley will. Oh boy, they got Barkley.
Vince Carter, the highlight reel in person. His dunks were ridiculous feats of human control and torque. There's a certain disrespect in the placement of those slams. Defenders were sometimes left asking how the rim survived intact.
7 straight against Duke in this building. Kona with the alley-oop.
Same with Shaq's eras. Bigger bodies met their match in an era where dunks weren't just points, they were statements. Legends also clash in ways that leave lasting damage. Kobe and Dwayne Wade in the 2012 All-Star had a nasty exchange. Kobe's intensity left Wade with a broken nose. Kobe didn't back down, and Wade answered in his own way.
Hard foul on Bryant by Wade.
A few days later, Kobe's revenge came in the form of a 33-point clinic. That's the thing about heated rivalries. They carry into game plans, into playoffs, into storylines for weeks. Shaq also had moments where he got stomped by opposing big men. There's a game where he was switched onto a scorer and got cooked. Every great has nights they'd rather forget, and Shaq's barbecue chicken line about getting worked is classic self-roast with swag.
Here's Shaq. Against Dudley. Nice!
Some rivalries extend past the final buzzer. Pierce and Wade traded barbs for years, and their squabbles turned into a feud that the fans devoured. Sometimes these battles got ugly. Punches, technicals, benches clearing, the kind of things that make the sport feel like it's teetering on chaos.
Toss him out of this ballgame on this one. This is the second screen coming back.
And then there's the LeBron Durant generation, two superstars that defined a decade of tension. During the 2011 lockout, they faced off in backyard sessions where KD dropped 59 in a scrimmage. There's footage of LeBron and Durant going mano a mano in closed gyms, the kind of non-official competitions that still make headlines. When they met in the 2012 finals, it felt like a coronation for LeBron, and Durant never forgot being sent home. But Durant had his revenge in 2017 and 2018 in the finals, hitting cold-blooded shots from the same spots that had bruised him earlier.
Incredible opportunity. Durant for three. It's good!
Shaq's run-ins with the old guard like Bill Walton were petty and public. Walton critiqued Shaq's conditioning. Shaq fired back. That back and forth is a reminder. The legends of one era can be relentless critics of the next, and sometimes those critiques go personal. Even so, when Walton passed in 2024, Shaq publicly offered respect. Rivalry doesn't erase reverence. Paul Pierce and LeBron had their era of animosity too. Spitting, shovies, and a long history of jawing that would flare up on any given night. These things fester into playoff intensity, Game 7s, 40-point showings, and moments where both teams play like the season's weight rests on a single play. Reggie and MJ had a combustible history, from bench scuffles to full-blown brawls on the floor. Reggie's trash talk could needle anyone, and Jordan's temper was legendary. That combination nearly created benches clearing more than once, and even years later, the tension between those two never fully cooled.
1-on-3. Oh, couldn't get it. And put back. No, it did fall. Now Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller having a go at it.
At the end of the day, legends do two things for the sport. They raise the ceiling for what's possible, and they hand younger players a map of how to be ruthless, creative, and sometimes downright petty. You'll see Kobe teaching a step back one clip, then celebrating like a gladiator in the next. You'll see LeBron and Durant in a gym together one night, then tearing at each other in the finals years later. You'll see a veteran say something and a younger star respond with a move that silences the talk. So, when you stitch these clips together, treat them like chapters in a long, feisty biography of the NBA. Each confrontation is a beat, each slam is an exclamation, and every stare down is a paragraph where you can feel the player's history. Because at the heart of all this noise is one truth. Legends don't need permission to be legendary. They earn it. They argue about it. So, tell us, which of these moments did you enjoy the most? And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss out on our videos.